Hello, collective. How are you? I hope wherever you are in the world, you are happy, healthy, and safe. Collective, this is going to be general. Take it how it resonates. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Don't ever force energies to fit. It just really clouds your judgment and adds a lot more confusion to the situation. It is energy. Okay, so therefore it's fluid. It could be past, present, future. It could be yours, someone you're thinking of, someone who's thinking of you. It could be the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Your wisdom and discernment is key in any tarot reading. I don't care if it's here or another channel. Okay, there's tons of fabulous readers out there. So, just keep your mind open. All right, pay attention to how it feels. The whole point of tarot is to get you to go within and really think about some things and make your own decisions. Okay, did a little pre-shuffle here. Just grab this deck. We got what came out for you is you have special gifts. Never surrender to normal. Okay, a lot of you, you've stood out. You've had this feeling that something was different. This desire, this passion within to go and do something, to be something. There was more out there. When people tried telling you what to do, maybe you listened for a while, and such, but yet, at some point in time, you thought, that ain't right. That is not right. You started kind of questioning things. Yet, even though you kind of followed and went with the crowd, so to speak, you knew there had to be more to it. You never took it just at face value. Okay? So there's that. And then we got just be. Okay? And just be says, allow yourself to be. You do not have to prove a damn thing. Confidence will flow into you when you are divinely you. Okay, so just be. Don't force things. Okay, just be you. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You don't have to stand up for yourself in regards to what other people say or think. I'm hearing choose wisely. Okay, you don't have to. You don't have to defend yourself. Somebody here feels like they need to defend themselves, or maybe that's something they used to do all the time. I know I did. Boy, if anybody said anything that was negative against me, something that was untrue or whatever, I'd jump. So, and I don't do that anymore. It's like you think what you want, believe what you will, because time will tell all. All right, Spirit's going to reveal all the bullshit. Okay, and then we got being nice. Okay, so be nice, but not too nice. Okay, not everybody deserves your kindness. Okay, not everybody deserves your kindness. Not everybody. That's a big lesson, I think, for you to be learning the most of. A lot of you, your special gifts brought you into situations where, again, you maybe dimmed your light, put your stuff to the side to help others, tolerated things that you wouldn't tolerate now, or vice versa, things like that. Allowed people back into your circle, forgave people for treating you certain ways or doing things to you for being used, basically. Okay. And then we got release doubts. Okay. That's underneath that. It says, you've been here before. Trust yourself and believe in your own strength to own your life. You have the ability to do this. Whatever this is for you, it's different for everybody. Well, let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Messages for the collective. Heavenly Father, show me clearly. Well, these are definite, okay? And at the bottom, being nice, okay? Release your doubts. This came over here, all right? This is down here. You have awakening, all right? A realization, a shift, a discovery. Again, like at some point, you stopped. You went, something ain't right here. Something's up, something's not right, this isn't working for me, you know, I deserve better, whatever that was. Okay, and then we have self-exploration. Peel off the false persona and get to know yourself to find your truth. Okay, and I think that's what you did here, and it took some guts. You had the strength to do it. You had to leave situations, people, places, things, whatever that is here, in order to do this. There was sacrifice made here. A lot of you doubted it. Maybe people around you tried to get you to doubt it, tried talking you out of it, whatever, but you stood your ground on something here. You created a routine. Okay, having a routine helps limit procrastination and gives you structure. If you're unsure about doing something, if you keep putting off, you know, till tomorrow what could be done today, you know, mark it down, put it on the calendar, get up and do something about it. The procrastination spirit could definitely be linked to some of you, attaching to some of you, keeping you in a space. Yeah, some of you need to open up. You're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. Okay, and I think that's a process too for some of you. You're at the beginning of this. It feels like there's a heavy emphasis on just starting this, getting that awakening. Some of you are brand new at this. Yeah, and nutrition, okay? Your body is a temple. You know, try changing your eating habits, exercise. Some of you are doing that. You're taking care of yourself. You're doing better. Maybe you're going to the gym. You know, you took up running, jogging, walking, something like that. Some of you could be dog walkers, I just saw. Yeah, let's see. Anything else? Yeah, and speak up, okay? What you are not saying is what's eating you up inside. You can't keep this in forever, and it's time to let it out so that you can move on and be happy. Some of you have experienced some unpleasantries. Okay, you have your truth. And you need to talk about it. You need to release it. Bottling up, again, there was something about trying to protect others, to dim your light for their betterment, things like that. Yeah, it's time for you to tell your story. Whatever it is that you experienced, for a lot of you here, it could be someone else's survival guide, all right? Yeah, you need to feel what it is that you feel. You have the right to feel what you feel, but remember that you always have a right to be happy. Okay, so some of you, in order to do this self-discovery, this self-exploration during this awakening here, again, some of you had to leave some people, some places, some things. There could be some, you know, hurt feelings around that. You know, again, there's a thing, you know, let people talk. Let them say what they need to do, what they need to say for themselves. You don't have to jump into it. Time will tell. Okay, time will tell the truth. You could have somebody that's, you know, making up their own version. It's maybe even not necessarily lying, but just what occurred from their perspective without trying to see the full picture. Okay, it could be something like that. Some are flat out lying, and that too will be taken care of. That's not your job. Okay, that's not your job. Let spirit handle it. Yeah, some of you need to challenge yourself to do better. Okay, don't set limits on your potential. You're not too overweight, you're not too skinny, you're not too old, you're not too young. There's, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, you can always chase your dreams, your desires. Some of you, yeah, I'm not too disabled, I'm not too broken emotionally, I'm not too mentally incapable, I'm not, yeah, whatever this is that you've been programmed to knock yourself down about, you don't have to do that anymore. Yeah, this denial here. Denial to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles or addictions, okay? Unhealthy cycles, exactly. Sitting there talking yourself out of what makes you happy, out of doing that. It puts you in a mental spiral, okay? You get depressed, anxious, yeah, because your soul is connected and trying to get you to pay attention to it, and you're pushing it aside, you're ignoring it. Spirit does not like to be ignored, and spirit will not be ignored for long. Things will start to get uncomfortable, things will start to get very, very difficult, and spirit will actually push you out of a situation. It'll come to a head, it'll sit and fester and come to a head until it just blows. And tower moment, an aha moment. Damn, I knew I should have went, you know, I should have listened, I should have done this, shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't. All right, you're learning now those signs, and paying more attention to that. Yeah, for some of you, your home needs some TLC, okay? Maybe you need to clean it, sage it, redecorate it, move things around, sweep it versus vacuum it, different things like that. It really moves, the movement of the broom really moves the energies around. You might need to get some incense stuff, the sage, whatever this is. Maybe you need to just redecorate. For some of you, it's getting rid of old relationship leftovers. Get it out. You know, paint the walls, do something, make it your flair, make it something. Clear that stagnant energy out. Okay, yeah, and just be. Allow yourself to be. You do not have to prove a damn thing. Confidence will flow into you when you are divinely you. All right, so whatever this is that you're fearing to put off or to go after here, you're going to get up and go when you start really being you, really acknowledging your worth, your desires, finding baby step ways to make them happen. Yeah, by avoiding toxic people. Hang out with people who uplift your spirit, not bring it down. Okay, those that talk you up instead of those that go, oh, that'll never work, that's a stupid idea, geez, this is a shitty day, this is all messed up, and all they can do is sit and bitch and moan, and they don't do shit to change their life. Okay, that gets really heavy. You know, the people that call you up and just vent about how shitty everything is. You need to steer clear of that energy. All right? Yeah, you need to steer clear of that. It's very toxic. Don't engage in gossip. Yeah, that's one way to treat yourself better. Okay. Spiritual food. I just heard too. And then I heard God wants spiritual fruit, not religious nuts. All right, so there's something about that for you too. Yeah, plan your career. Okay, create milestones, have a strategy, set yourself up for success. You know, get a goal board. Again, taking those baby steps, okay, towards what you want. It's probably not going to all happen overnight. You know, if weight loss is your goal, yeah, changing the habits that you have, maybe dog walking or something like that, swimming, different things, you know, and it'll take some time, but it's better than what you're doing right now. Yeah, with the denial here, there's somebody's in denial. Maybe somebody, you know, there's addictions, needing to quit smoking, drinking in excess. Anything that's done in excess needs to be reined in. Okay? Yeah. Including maybe ritual stuff here. To experience the magic of life, you must first practice it. Okay? Yeah, you need to take the steps. For some of you, that is straight up magic, okay? But for a lot of you, it's just a message of what our purpose is, what we are supposed to do, okay? Protecting ourselves, you know, reading up. Somebody, I say this often, and people think that I like hate witchcraft or whatever and stuff, and I do not dabble with the dark arts at all. Do no harm, number one rule for Wiccans. I'm all down for that. That's great. I guess honestly, if you add salt and pepper to the food, or a little rosemary or garlic and stuff, depending on who you talk to, that's it too. That's there's something about that. Somebody could be what do they call them, a kitchen witch? Yeah. See, and I guess I get considered one of those too, because when I cook, you know, being Italian too, I add the garlic until I hear my ancestors say, okay, that'll do, that's enough. You know, that's things like that. I have a passion, a flair. I put my heart and soul into it. And maybe somebody does that too. Yeah. There's something here about that. I will say too, and I advise it. It's not the first time I've said it, and I will continue to say it, and I will continue to advise highly against it. There's a lot of these TikTok videos showing, writing a name on a bay leaf, or an intention on a bay leaf, and burning it and putting the ashes in a drink and drinking it, or there's things like this. And it's if you don't know what you are doing, if you don't know the intentions you need to have, things like that, you don't just come across a video like that and say, okay, gosh, I'm gonna do that right now, and go in. There's more to it than just what's shown in that little 30-second, 15-second video, you know. If you're interested, if it sparks your interest, then look into it. Read up about it, okay? Yeah, so for some of you, you need to do a social media detox. Okay, no posting, no liking, just living your life, just doing you. Don't let it take over your life. Okay, somebody is doing that. They need a break. They need to pull back. Somebody is overwatching, over observing. Yeah, obsession. This is the problem. Release the obsession. Somebody is focusing too much on one situation. This one situation could be you, collective. All right? They need to take a step back. Spirits told them this. Take care of yourself. Yeah, escape the materialism. Getting caught up in everything. Shift your focus away from material and develop a healthy inner world. All right? Yeah. It's not what you have on the outside that matters. You can have all the gold in California or wherever, you know. But if your health's not bad, it ain't gonna, or I mean, not good. It's not gonna do you crap, you know. It's going to run out and you can't take it with you. That kind of a thing. Search on doing what makes you happy. Again, your soul path. Discovering yourself. Working on you instead of bothering about everybody else. Some of you may need to get outside more. You could work in an office. And you need to be out more. You need to be enjoying your life. Okay? Yeah, see the beauty. Learn to find the beauty in everything. See the world for all of its aspects. Okay? Check out everything. Some of you, you're going to be traveling. You know, and, oh, well, I can't afford that. Stop making the excuses. You know, release the doubts. There's ways to go about things. Okay? Yeah, there's ways to go about things. I think, what was it? Rachel Ray, when she first started, had a show like $20 a day or $40 a day. You know, traveled the world eating all these foods, these wonderful foods on just $40 for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Or something like that. There's ways to make things work. Okay. Plans at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, ritual for plan your career. What are the intentions of this ritual on this career? What are the intentions? Because right here, it's like, it shows me that you started doing this. Okay? You got rid of worrying about keeping up with the Joneses. You've taken a much easier approach. Maybe you did start a routine, you know, releasing the doubts, all that stuff, speaking up for yourself, speaking up about healthier ways for people, different things with this awakening here. And somebody is obsessed, doing rituals against your career. That's how this came across just now. The obsession ritual and plan your career. It's somebody is definitely obsessing on this, and it does not feel. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's yours. Tell me the intentions of this ritual. Perspective. Dishonesty. Yeah. Perspective and dishonesty. Tell me the intentions of this ritual for your career. Somebody is asking for your advice in a situation, your perspective on a situation. Why? Show me the intentions of this ritual on career. Gaslight. Bringing bad news. They want bad news. They're waiting to see if any of it worked. Unfortunately, I have some bad news to share. This is somebody that that feels it's the perspective. We seem very aligned in a lot of ways. You're my kind of people here. They're gaslighting you. I will deliberately manipulate your perception, okay, of reality until you are doubting your own experiences. Maybe you have a group of people that are doing this for some of you. This is somebody that you're uninterested with. You're uninterested in hearing what they have to say. This is somebody from the past that played on your emotions. Yeah. My intentions are true. They just want to check in. Oh, yeah. What's the outcome of this for the collective? What's the outcome of this for the collective? Yeah, declutter. You need to let go of old items. Okay, create your sacred space. For some of you, yeah, it's okay to feel what you feel. All right, you're being nudged, and you need to clean your energy. Social detox here. Maybe they're just getting too much. This is somebody that maybe you denied access to so that you can gain balance. They're getting too much info from you, from your social media, from any platforms you may have, things like that. You need to refuel your energy, reclaim your power, your space, sage your home. Maybe it's been a while since you've done that. You feel this already. Maybe you've been, some of you, because it says here that you always have the right to be happy. So maybe you haven't been. Maybe somebody here hasn't been happy. They've been feeling kind of down in the dumps, or this is the energy that's being sent. That and procrastination, not something to try and stop you, your forward movement, your success, your goals, your abundance. Somebody needs to clear out their house. Maybe there's some things you've been wanting to do that need to get done and you've been putting it off. You know, maybe you got to mow the lawn or you got to weed a section. Once it's all done, it's not fun, especially in the summer months, you know, to get out and do these things. But once it's done, you can sit there and you're proud. You know, for some of you, you need that decluttering. Yeah, letting go of old items. Create a new sacred space for yourself, because somebody is trying to deny you. Yeah. Deny you to just be yourself, who you were divinely meant to be. Yeah, it's something with the home. You got to get on it, folks. Okay? What's going on with this? Yeah, get rid of excessive impatience. All right, so just chill, just relax for whatever this is, what you're worrying about. Stay focused on yourself, doing what's better. Focus on taking care of your home, doing what you need to do, whatever this is, whatever. Maybe it's a new job, a relationship, a next level, some form of abundance. Whatever this is, it's going to happen when it happens, and it won't happen a second sooner. All right? So don't stress on it. Don't worry about it. Somebody definitely likes you in that energy besides the devil themselves, okay? Show me clearly messages for the collective. Yeah, well, learning the importance of balance in giving and receiving. That's what some of you, I'm going to leave that out. That's what some of you have been doing, okay? Yeah, it's not just using, okay? You're cutting out those people that just use you. Use you for your light, your energy, your humor, your body, whatever. Show me clearly. Wow. All right, someone needs Jesus in their life, and it shows. Okay. Comparison is a thief of joy. Don't compare yourself to others, okay? Because you're not them. Someone is being offered an opportunity that allows for growth and or leadership. This could be a new job. This could be just the opportunity, spiritually to grow, to learn, to move forward. Make informed decisions and avoid wishful thinking. No stuff is going to happen. Yeah, they can no longer siphon your energy. Exactly what I was just saying. They're no longer allowed to use you. They're full of envy, okay? Spirit says, please never expect all to understand you. Not all are blessed. Exactly. You have that special something. It was the very first card that popped out. You have that special something. They don't have to understand. Let them say what they want. Let them sit there and gawk. Let them do what they need to do, because all it's doing is, sadly for them, it's hurting them. Okay, they're hurting themselves by not taking care of themselves, by being overly concerned with what you're doing. Okay, and yeah, maybe this is somebody you cared for. Love them, pray for them from a distance. Okay, you're learning this separation here. You have a calling. Don't expect everybody to understand what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're following. Okay. Yeah, not that you're Mary, but, the Virgin Mother. But, it could be something that's kind of like, nobody got that. Nobody understood, okay? People talked and they said some shit, and then one day, bam, she showed them, okay? Time will tell. And again, I'm not saying that that's your situation, but it's like that, okay? You're following a spiritual calling, okay? Whatever that is. That could be, for a lot of you, that's just bringing joy and happiness to someone who's down and out, okay? Being that little spark that you pass somebody in the grocery store and you say something and they needed to hear it at that exact moment, okay? The angels among us. Okay, Spirit uses us in various ways all day, every day. Okay, so take that how it resonates. It doesn't have to be some grand gesture, okay? Yeah, show me clearly. Yeah, someone is embracing their inwardly focused, their nurturing and feminine energy. All right. The world is ready for you, and it needs you in all of your glory. Exactly what I'm saying. You are being prepared for something that is about to be revealed. Spirit's been using you, and you will be rewarded for this. Okay? So, all right, this reminds me of something. Damn it. It's on my phone, and I'm using the camera right now, so I can't get it, but it's 1 Corinthians. It's a Bible verse, but take it how it resonates. It came across my feed, okay, in like a reel thing. And it was just a reminder, 1 Corinthians, I want to say 25 and 26, or 25, 26, 27, 28, like something right in there. And it's talking about how, I think it was Peter or Paul, somebody, I don't know, I don't remember all of it, but they're saying how he used a prostitute, he used a temptress, he used a donkey, okay, he used a murderer, he used a homeless person, he used a tax collector, he used all these people that that would otherwise, the majority of the world would point their finger and judge them. He used all those people to make a massive impact, to send a massive message. He did not go sit in the church among those who were already perfect. I'm not knocking that if that's what you do. This is just, it just hit me, and this is kind of like that. Somebody has this purpose. Somebody's like, well, why would he use me? What am I going to do? People may be talking about you, What am I going to do? How am I going to make an impact? All these people historically have made massive impacts. And it's like that. So maybe you need to look that up, okay? 1 Corinthians, and I think it's right in there. It's a very small piece. It's not like a large thing, so I'm saying 25, 26, it may be like, a quarter paragraph, okay? Not a huge thing. In fact, fudge it. Let's just look it up right now so I know for sure. This is not preaching, but there is a message here. Let's see. Highlights the where is it? I don't want to hear an overview of it. Because the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. For you see your calling, brethren, that not many wise according to the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. Just a second. I'm gonna find this because it's obviously got something, and it came across. Okay, yeah, it's 20. It's 1 Corinthians 26. For you see your calling, brethren, that not many wise according to the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. This goes, by the way, 26 through 31. Okay. But God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise. And God has chosen the weak things in the world to put to shame the things which are mighty. And the base things in the world and the things which are despised God has chosen, and the things which are not, to bring to nothing the things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence, but of him you are in Jesus Christ, who became for us wisdom of God and righteousness and sanctification and redemption. That is as it is written, he who glories, let him glory to the Lord. Whatever that is. But he used these people to make examples to show. He wasn't going there and picking the already perfect. Yeah. So maybe you're feeling too flawed. You don't think that this is you, that these messages match you, things like that. You're learning, you're inwardly focused, you're nurturing, you're creating with this feminine energy. You're embracing this and who you are, and the world is ready for you. For a while here, they didn't get it, they don't get it, they're about to get it. They're about to understand, okay? Spirit says, please, never expect all to understand you. Not all are blessed, okay? And this world is ready for you, and it needs you in all your glory. Don't dim your light for anybody. Again, you maybe just you could be passing somebody in the grocery store, and your smile that says hello to them can pull them out of a dark space. Maybe they were in a weakened moment. Maybe they were going to stop things. You know what I mean? So, and you smiled. Maybe, you could be all kinds of things. You could be a child service worker that pulls an abused child out of the home accurately, okay? Things like that. Yeah, so this is for somebody, and it says somebody needs to prioritize their emotional well-being and practice self-love. Whoever this is, everybody needs to do this, but there's people out here that are all up in your business. They need to focus on their own emotional well-being, and they need to practice their own self-love, get themselves out of this funk, okay? For some reason, somebody could be 62, they could be born in 62. That just flashed across the screen up here, which these lights are distracting. So anyway, it says you deserve to rest. Don't let the opinions of others make you feel otherwise. People may be talking about you. You're lazy. You're not doing anything. Fuck that. Let them think what they want. Okay. You need to get ready for something here, because someone has the ability to motivate and inspire others. Okay. They want to be different. Yeah, you are safe. That card keeps coming out. Yeah, somebody here is experiencing grief. could have lost somebody physically, could have lost somebody just, you know, relationship-wise, energetically, something like that. There's just a lot of bad things going on. Life's tough, okay? You motivate and inspire people, all right? Spirit has warned them, okay, about coming after you. You are safe. They've been warned here, and now Spirit is taking this situation over. Now Spirit's going to be dealing with that, okay? You don't have to do a damn thing, all right? Any resistance is really just an opportunity to demonstrate how ready you are for the next phase of your life. So things aren't going to be just easily handed to you. The resistance here. That pushes you to really go for it, you know. For someone here, you like that challenge. All right. And if someone shows you who they are, believe them. If somebody has already hurt you, used you, abused you, neglected you, whatever, why let them try again? There's another saying thing that never let the same snake bite you twice. Okay? Show me clearly. And yes, there is forgiveness, but that's done at a distance, and that was here too. Yeah, pray for them, do, you know, forgive them, all that stuff, but do it from a distance. Where was it? I know it was here. Yeah, love them, pray for them from a distance. Okay? From a distance, you look like my friend. Yeah, you look like my friend. On top of that, some of you have a friend that's at a distance. Something's getting revealed. Yeah, somebody here is feeling hopeful. Okay, maybe you're helping this person feel hopeful. Maybe you're just, yeah, you can just be talking to somebody. They're going through it. You're just listening. That kind of a thing. They can't stop what is meant for you. Whoever this is that's already shown you who they are. Okay? Yeah, somebody here has a codependent partner, or you could be a codependent partner. Someone is activating their spiritual counsel. Okay, for the good or the bad, I don't know, but that can be something. That could be incredibly powerful, or that could be scary as hell. Okay, especially when you get to the point where your own spiritual counsel turns on you because you ain't listening. Okay, for somebody here, that's what's up. I'm not trying to freak you out, not trying to scare you, but somebody here has been ignoring spirit. They've been ignoring the warnings, ignoring the messages, obsessing and focusing on someone or something else other than what they are being shown to do. Okay? Yeah, somebody loves living in their low vibrational world. You, collective, have the gift of courage. All right? You have that ability to stand up, to go after things that you want. All right? And others are just sitting there going, they're making up all kinds of excuses. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Someone was recently startled awake from their slumber. So somebody heard something in their sleep and woke up. I'm hearing like a loud bang, something like that. They were startled awake. Okay. You are strong and resilient. For somebody, whoever this happened to, startled awake. Tell me about this. Yeah, somebody is experiencing nightmares, maybe getting night hag visits. If you don't know what those are, check it out. Western medicine considers that to be a form of sleep paralysis. Spiritual beliefs believe different. Tell me about this. Startled from their slumber. Yeah, this is somebody that, yeah, they're not making it. These wanted to come out in the reverse here. Family. Again, this could be somebody's home. Okay, yeah, the perseverance, overcoming challenges. Somebody's maybe this is a family home, your family home, your family's home. You may have something like this going on. They're not making it. They're struggling. They're not overcoming obstacles. Somebody's house needs to be cleared. Yeah. Yeah, to let go of the conflict here. Things haven't changed. Somebody here, so yeah, to stop the fighting. Somebody is experiencing a lot of drama. Yeah, they're all flipping out in the reverse. These are in the upright, just so you know. Okay, these are all flipping out in the reverse. Yeah, an eternal love here. A soulmate. False flame. Yeah, live and learn. The bullying that's going on because you cared for yourself. Maybe it's your own family that's being attacked. Maybe whoever this is that's being startled awake at night. They're facing a lot of things until they stop the conflict, stop the quarreling, stop coming after you for something. They live and learn right there, because yeah, these could be parents. You could be parents. This is maybe a child. Tell me about care. Somebody's being bullied. Is somebody bullying a parent? Yeah, or memories of a parent bullying. Yeah, it's like this person is, wish, hope, worship here with vow. You're okay. You have stability, harmony, acceptance here, and they hate this. This person has all the masks here. They're experiencing really rough times, and they need to live and learn. This is somebody you could have had a child with. They need to learn from the past. They're not doing so good. They're not doing good at all. This is about to flip on them big time. This is maybe what's coming in. Yeah, and you have your goodness, your morality here. Yeah, and they want to get back together, collaborate. Yeah, because they need help. They need mercy. They're gonna need you. Again, they don't all understand what's coming up, but they're about to be shown. And they're going to be one of the first in line. Yeah, you are strong and resilient. You are safe. They're being shown. Yeah, this here, you are a beautiful butterfly. The transformation, rebirth, the personal growth here. Yeah, they're fishing in the same low vibe and pool. Okay, you're being offered material prosperity and the opportunity to share. Choose wisely. Yeah, I think this could even be like, inheritance or something here. You get, like, you won the lotto. You got cousins and friends that come out of the woodwork that you don't even know you had. That's the age-old saying about that. They come with their hand out. Some of you need to watch out for that, because you are being rewarded. Yeah, the law is catching up with them. There could be insurance fraud, spiritual law, there's something that is catching up. They tried to do to get ahead and all that. Here you are, you're doing a great job. Okay, you're doing a great job. You're being offered material prosperity and the opportunity to share it. So it's enough to share. And they're going to be coming out. Yeah, they're fishing in the same low vibe and pool. They've made no changes. They don't care to. They're ignoring the call to take care of themselves, to focus on themselves, because they're too busy worried about you, and the law is catching up with them. This law, this world law, or spiritual law. Yeah. Boredom. Ask yourself why. Nothing changes until you change it. If you're procrastinating, get up and do something about it. Break that cycle. Move around. Even if you just got to get up and walk around your room. Even if, you're sitting in a chair, just moving your arms, exercising, chair yoga or something like that. There's no excuse for no movement unless you have some prevention of that, but you can do that, and you can move your mind too. You can exercise your mind by thinking for yourself, not others. Okay, there's addressing the elephant in the room. Somebody's got to say something. You got to speak up about something. Okay, somebody doesn't like the fact that you use your voice and speak up about things. They don't like that you share your story. Okay, they want to shut you up. Someone is enjoying a very fertile and joyous life. Okay, somebody wants to talk about that uncomfortable thing. Yeah, you are weeding your garden of friends. You're not putting up with what no longer serves you, with those that pull you down, that don't want to change, that have used you, that don't do the equal give and take. That's what you're learning. Remember, you're learning the balance between giving and receiving. Yeah, you are chosen to help people in this world. You have the power to manifest your goals. This toxic liar is now feeling bad for their actions because their actions got them all tangled up. Okay, somebody here needs to drink some rose tea, raise their vibrations. Again, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, cleansing your home. If you have a family member that's going through some stuff, maybe go cleanse their home. Things like that. Yeah, this person here, they flat out lied on you in court to hurt you. Okay, they intentionally lied in a legal situation to keep from you, to stop you. Yeah. And yeah, some friends just should never have been considered family. Okay, you got to watch that. Sadly, somebody is learning that. You two were only meant to be together for a period of time. This is a tough lesson that is underway. Okay? Yeah. And just for today, I will not be hard on myself. Take it easy. If you want to rest, if you need to rest, do what you got to do for you. Take care of you. Don't let people, what their opinions are, get to you. Yeah, what they have done to you does not define you. It defines them. Okay? All right. Do just a couple more. Let's see. Show me clearly. Heavenly Father, Spirit Guides, and Angels. Most High message. Please and thank you. Tell me about the collective. Wow, the moon. Yeah, the illusions here. Somebody's about to learn today. Okay? The confusion, the secrets here. Yeah. You're going to find information of what's been hidden. Who's loyal, who's faithful, what's been being planned. That kind of thing. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. This is harvest and rewards. Results in growth, progress, and patience, planning, and focus. Yeah, against those that have been competing here, that have been trying to stop this for you. You had the opportunity, okay? You had the opportunity to face something a while ago, to start something a while ago. You've been patiently waiting. You took that. Unknowingly, you know, or you went after that opportunity, even though it was small. It's a Page of Pentacles. You started that process. You started doing the work, planting the seeds, watering it, taking care of it. Again, little red hen energy. You know, and if you remember that story, you know, hey, she wants to bake some bread. Well, she's got to plant the seeds. She's got to grow the wheat. She's got to crush the wheat. She's got to mix it all up. She's got to bake the bread. Nobody wanted to help. Nobody wanted to help her. She did it all on her own. And when it was done and it smelled so freaking good, they all wanted to come around and have some. Read the story of the Little Red Hen. It's a great story for kids, okay? But even though you didn't know this, you didn't know what was coming, there was confusion, you moved silently because you weren't sure, you know, it's paid off. Their conflict, their competition, the rivalry, all of that, it's about them, not you. Okay, now they're starting to go within because they've seen you generous, caring, nurturing. Could be Virgo energy, it doesn't have to be. Yeah, they want a new beginning. There's this conflict here. This Five of Wands. You're going to have a few people. Maybe there's 5 of them that have been doing this. These did not flip. This one did. You have the power to manifest. Okay? You have the power to manifest. They're trying to figure out every which way they can how you do that. All right? You have the willpower, the resourcefulness. Yeah, for new beginnings. Okay? For new beginnings. A home, a reunion, stability, a feeling of belonging, celebrations. It could be a wedding. Something that you've been planning for a while. You're seeing the progress. You've been patiently waiting, continuing, even though it didn't hit right there, baby steps. It didn't happen right away. Well, geez, I prayed for this, and I've been working on manifesting this, and I've been meditating, and I've been doing all these rituals, and I've been doing blah, 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 and it hasn't happened yet. Well, that's because you're not in control of when. You may be good, but you ain't that good that you have the divine timing that you can call that. Only the divine can. Okay. Tell me about this moon energy, Spirit. Yeah, the Nine of Wands, the resilience here. You are close to succeeding what was hidden, what you didn't even know here. The persistence, you fought the fatigue. Yeah, this could have to do with a relationship. All right. Spiritual love, this world love, whatever here. It could be King of Wands. You know, you have somebody that's leadership. You have visions. You go after them. Yeah, you don't quit. You're very bold, daring. Maybe have a big ego and are optimistic. And optimism. You're optimistic. But whatever it takes. Or this is somebody that you have a choice with. Yeah, things are going to start to move quickly here. Sudden progress. You've been waiting for this. All right. And these new beginnings are happening for you. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles, please. Getting some kind of information here. Yeah, Page of Wands. There's excitement here. Somebody's got a creative idea, something that they're going after. Could be Leo energy here. Somebody is addressing this person. You're standing in your power here. Could be celebrations, friendships, reunions. For some, it could be third party. Yeah, that you're going to need to stand up here and protect yourself against. Yeah, they're toxic. All right, yeah, somebody has a codependent partner. Some of you, yeah, that's going to be abandoning, or you're going to abandon. There's just too many hardships, loss. This is something that you've done or already have done. Yeah, this could be earth energy. Okay. It doesn't have to be. For some of you, you chose to love yourself here. Doesn't have to be a relationship, but you went for and you've been manifesting a new beginning. Okay. Some of you have been manifesting your home. Okay, maybe that's what this is here, and you took the drive, you gained the information, you had the desire. Okay, that King of Wands energy, and you stood strong with confidence and courage here, and you went for this, and now it's time to celebrate this. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Heavenly Father, what is this about? Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. The sleepless nights, the anxiety here. You started something a while ago. Maybe with family, legacy, inheritance, foundations, higher commitments, things like that. Stuff that's going to last. You know, stuff that if it's income abundance, then, you know, somebody's been going after something that their grandchildren's children and grandchildren can have. You know, I'm hearing like Yellowstone, okay? You know, that type of thing. Something to pay it forward, okay? And somebody's been worried. They're starting to get nervous here because it hasn't happened. They're still in the waiting phase. Okay, but you're going to see the happiness and joy here. You're going to see the success here soon, the clarity. You definitely could be Leo. You don't have to be. But there's a lot of Leo energy here. Yeah, it's going to move quickly. Sudden progress. All right? Yeah, and intuitively you know this. Yeah, the Ace of Cups, new love, emotional awakening, intuition and spirituality, celebrations, all of this because you stood your ground. Okay? Tell me about the Magician for the collective, please. And thank you. Yeah, you've been manifesting this. Your determination is moving you forward. Spirit sending in that Uber for you. Okay, the Chariot moves forward towards success. All right, it's a good thing. You could be moving. Again, you could be getting a home. This could be somebody that's coming towards you. Yeah, you know, Empress moving forward. Maybe, you know, this is motherhood. This is, yeah, somebody could have been working. I'm hearing IVF. Somebody could have had infertility issues. It's all, you went about something on your own. Somebody could be the single parent. We saw the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody is making something happen here. You're giving birth to something amazing. All right. Yeah, because of the past. You remember this. You know this. The Five of Cups. You've had the loss, the grief, all of that. And now you're protected. Seven of Wands from this toxicity here, from this lack, from this hardship, the things that were keeping you trapped and stuck. Yeah, you're getting past this. People coming after you. It's coming to an end. Okay? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. It's all done. And now we move into the awakening, the judgment here, the world changing, the closing of the cycles, the completion, the Ace of Pentacles, abundance, prosperity, security, stability, new opportunities. All right, this could be Emperor here. You taking charge, Emperor, Empress. Maybe this is your divine person. Okay, everything that you've been wanting. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Yeah, and you'll have enough to be generous with, to be, yes, generosity, charity, support, sharing, the giving and receiving, the fairness, the gratitude. For some of you, that's the emotional or the material or whatever it is, the giving and receiving. You're learning that balance. That's your abundance. Yeah, the Star, the healing, the hope, the inspiration, the faith, the positivity, and the wish. You know, wish is coming true. Everything that you've wanted, it's coming true. Can you see it? Can you see it? Or are you bound and determined that it has to be this one thing? Somebody is in that energy of like, I've been working on this. I've wanted this. See, now again, this is where I'm getting flashed back to what I say about like those little TikTok videos or Instagram videos or the reels, whatever they are, where they show you a quick little blip of witchcraft, spell work, voodoo, hoodoo, whatever you want to call it. Okay? And I'm all for that, but I'm not for it because of this reason. Those little videos that people see and they think, oh my God, I did that. I am a witch now. I know what I'm doing. And what they do is love spells or something like that. Not knowing that they are not to put a person's name to it. They are not to mess with free will of another person. Love spells get done you know, because I want somebody who is this, this, and this, who treats me like this, you know, that supports me, that all this kind of thing. You do those kinds of things, what you want this person to be like, okay, but you do not put a name to it, because then you flip to the darker side and you're messing with stuff that you just should not be messing with, because you don't know what you're doing, and it can backfire horribly. For some of you, that's what's happening here. Somebody is getting massive backfire here, and part of their punishment is watching you succeed, watching your blessings come in. I don't wish that upon anybody, but that is the energy that is here, and they've done it themselves. But they will point the finger and blame you. It's all your fault, because they haven't done any of the work. There's been no maturity here for this individual or these individuals. Tell me about the Four of Wands. The Sun. Look at that. The Four of Wands, the Sun. This is what's coming for you. Yeah, the end of the burdens, the anxiety, the defeat. It's a 10. It's the end of the cycle. Now you get this new beginning, this happiness. Okay. Again, no feeling burnt out. And what's happening over here is there is a tower, a sudden change, a crumbling down, chaos and destruction for this King of Swords energy. Could be air energy, could be somebody that is just emotionally detached. They're more logical, more analytical. They're more strict and serious. It's my way or the highway. Okay? They're facing it. And they landed back here. Okay? This is what kicked you. That's something that was your aha. Now I know something's got to change. Something's got to be different. Somebody tried to control you. Because of their loss, grief, disappointment here, they're blinded to love. Again, we saw those cards in the reverse. They're blinded to it. They don't get to see that kind of stuff. They're in disappointment here. And you are standing your ground. You're defending yourself. You're protecting yourself. This is something that you need to do because they're obsessing on you. Okay? They want you in the hardship, the loss, the isolation, the unemployment struggles, abandonment, and all of this. This is what they're trapped and stuck and thinking of. A lot of them here, they want you trapped in love with them. They want to keep you to themselves. They want to lock this down. They want to keep you stuck. Okay? Yeah, because they are aggressive. All right? They're bullying. All of this here, the conflicts. They want to fight here. They want to argue this. They defeat and failure. That's what they're going to be experiencing. You are protected. You are standing your ground. You are defending yourself with saging your homes, clearing your energy, return to sender, whatever it is that you're doing. It's working. All right? Because you have done the work. You have gained the knowledge. You have done the research. Way beyond just TikTok here, and you're getting the Wheel of Fortune here, what you deserve. All right, the game changer here, the world, your achievements, the completions here, and you get the Ace of Pentacles. All right, you've had the heartbreak already. You know, you learned from that. Tell me possible outcome. Tell me possible outcome for this King of Swords energy. For some of you, this is somebody that you inspired as well, I just heard. For some of you, this is somebody that you have inspired. You've been putting in the work, maybe worrying, did I make the right choice? Here, you jumped into something unknowingly with this choice for love. Okay, whether it's self-love or to love another person. Soulmate energy, it could be. Doesn't have to be. Feels like it for sure is, though, but whatever your belief is. Okay, yeah, you stood strong through this all. And now what you started back here, they're picking up on. Okay, they're picking up on. Tell me possible outcome. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Somebody here is being assertive. Okay, maybe you started being assertive. Maybe you said something. Maybe you got a little impatient here with this waiting. Is it ever going to happen here? All right. You've been very ambitious about something. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Some kind of dedication, some maybe to work, to your efforts, whatever it was that you started back then. What you've been manifesting here, it's coming in quick. News of this is coming in quick. They didn't believe you. Now they're going to see it. Yeah, the Ten of Cups, the happiness, family, harmony, emotional stability, because you went for it. Okay? You were a very objective and truthful, you know, honest, fair, cutthroat, to the point of being cutthroat. You got rid of what no longer served you, the fakeness. You know, those people, you know, in the Little Red Hen, the fox, the whatever, they didn't want to help. You cut those people out. All right, if they can't help you, they just want to be around to eat the bread. You know, again, somebody maybe cooked a lot. I got that earlier. Somebody maybe did all that, you know, they want to come around for that, but they don't want to help with anything else. Gotta go, you know. Yeah, you saw this. You saw this. You saw the truth in this restriction here. Yeah, for some of you, somebody could be speaking too much. All right, somebody here could have the words they spoke. They're crying, victimized, helpless, powerless, blinded, trapped, restricted. Yeah, the hidden knowledge here is what moved forward. All right. For some of you, you're inspiring this through divination, whatever it is you may do. Yeah. Speaking the truth about people that need to get out of situations that leave them feeling alone. How to stand up for themselves. Okay, for some of you, that's your superpower here. Yeah, to get out of toxic relationships, to choose something, to make the change. Okay, to move forward. Again, you could be just somebody that passes someone in the grocery aisle. Out on the street somewhere, you know, and you say something that sparks that person, your truth, whatever that is, and they make a change. Yeah, it's a soulmate. You are meant to cross that person's path with that message at that time, divine time, not your time. It happens when it happens, and it's not your call. Yeah, that's where your victory is, your triumph, your reward, your recognition, your praise here, your wheel of fortune, fate, positive changes, cycles, changes, all of that. your truth on how to stand up to those who are emotionally detached, who don't give what you do. They don't give back. This is a game changer. This is the end of a cycle. The big reward, okay? It's coming for you. Let me go ahead and get you an oracle, and we're going to close out. Let's see what Black Moon Lilith says. Show me clearly, Heavenly Father, Most High message, please, for this collective. All they've gone through, all they've been through, all they are achieving and will achieve. Show me clearly. What is their food for thought? Show me clearly. Yeah. Putrefaction here. The release of the shadow. Okay. You have that at the bottom of the deck. We have the Jezebel here. Magnetic Royal Witch here. And then we have You Deserve the Balance. Looking at yourself. Appreciating yourself here. Not critiquing yourself. Being nice. Loving who you are. What you are. Okay, seeing yourself the way someone else sees you, how they're speaking a truth here. Let us see. Somebody could be 37, 21. Somebody could be born on the 7th, the 21st. They could be born on the 10th here. This is the end. This is the cycle release. And what's underneath that, which I will read too, 38 is the new beginning. Look at that. We have 37 and 38. The shadow release, okay? The change, the transformation, and the soul's ascension. And then we have Lilith, the dark divine mother of creation. And then projection, like that's what's in yourself, that's what's in your future, that's what's coming. All right, let's go ahead and see. Let's start with 37. I was gonna try and go in some form of an order, but it's like now I heard like don't do that today. All right. With the putrefaction, the shadow release, it says how you view the world is how you view yourself. It's this card, but this is it here. How you view the world is how you view yourself. When the putrefaction oracle card shows up, it is time to face the difficult shadows within you and become conscious to what you are projecting into the world. Psychoanalysis Carl Jung described the shadow of our untamed true nature that we hide from the world to feel safe and accepted in our environment. Again, that's like what I was saying in the beginning. Like somebody here, you dimmed your light, you fit in, you gave up your desires for others' desires, and things like that, and then at one point you realize, bam, enough is enough. The authentic side of ourselves is hidden by a mask to protect itself when we experience trauma or challenges. This card calls for you to do the inner work around how you perpetuate suffering in your own reality. Where are you projecting your own shortcomings, pains, traumas, and angst onto others? Projection occurs when you are triggered and reactive to your outer world. This is because of pain from past traumas or difficulties that are buried beneath the surface. Think of when an objectively beautiful person walks into a room and immediately receives jealousy and judgment from those in the room who feel insecure in themselves. An alchemist will use moments like this as an opportunity to cleanse their shadow through releasing others' opinions. All right. Then we have 21, Queen Jezebel. All right, and with Queen Jezebel, it's the magnetic royal witch. Queen Jezebel wants to show you how to stand in your divinity. When this card shows up, you may face opposition and conflict around who you are. Betrayal from others can sting the soul, but you are finally able to see yourself. You have the magical power to command and create your reality. Take time to practice beauty or grooming rituals, upgrade your wardrobe, and allow yourself to feel good. We can look at a plethora of ancient cultures that adorn themselves with makeup, headpieces, jewels, and perfumes as an example of this aesthetic magic. Jezebel energy has only been demonized because it represents witchy feminine power, your magic, presence, and magnetism. Like the ancient wild goddess Lilith, Jezebel's story is tragic and steeped in allegory. Jezebel was a pagan Phoenician queen in the 9th century BC who was featured in the Bible, and her existence has been proven through an anthropological research. She was a foreign princess who then married and became the consort to the king of Israel, Ahab. In Jezebel's time, Phoenician women enjoyed more freedom and were considered equal to men. As such, she was able to practice ritual magic and worshipped pagan deities like Azra and Baal. However, because of this, her new kingdom considered her evil. Again, they can't see your power. Don't trip on that. They are not blessed in whatever this is. Don't trip on what they think. Okay? They considered her evil. Her life ended in an extremely tragic way because of her unwillingness to accept the kingdom's one God. Not only was her king killed, but she was thrown from a window, trampled by horses, and eaten by dogs. She is a dark divine feminine deity who was vilified like Lilith, Asherah, and Mary Magdalene. Fast forward to modern days, and Jezebel is a colloquial term associated with immoral women, harlotry, seduction, disobedience, and sin. The name serves to promote the unjust suppression of women, witchcraft, and paganism. The key to tapping into the energy of Queen Jezebel is to not be afraid of your witchy essence, your charm, and your beauty. Okay, so there was great power within her. Okay, she didn't just get killed. Okay, she got thrown from the window, trampled by horses, and eaten by dogs. Like, they wanted to freaking make sure. I don't know what, I mean, they wanted to make sure. She was intimidating, and people may be intimidated by you. That's not your problem, collective. That's not your problem. So don't dim your light. Don't hide who you are. We have the Black Moon Lilith in Libra. Now, you deserve balance. Relationships are a delicate balance, and Black Moon Lilith in Libra indicates the resolution starts within you. You may currently be experiencing power struggles with others, and it's up to you to change it if you want to break the cycle. Black Moon Lilith in Libra can create a feminine shadow around relationships, balance, love, and beauty. Venus is the planetary ruler of Libra and invokes the energy of fertility, goddess of ancient Rome. Symbolized by the scales, Libra represents the balance, duality, and dynamics in relationships. When Black Moon Lilith is in the sign of Libra, your relationships can feel karmic, and discord can ensue. Singer Whitney Houston had Black Moon Lilith in Libra in her 8th house of death and addiction, which manifested through her tumultuous marriage with Bobby Brown. Codependency or unequal relationships create inner tensions, leaving you feeling unworthy. You may be hyper aware of your physical appearance. Feeling the drive to fight for justice and equality in the world can also be a desire. Do not allow others to dominate you. Instead, aim for them to complement and balance you. Making decisions from this empowered space can help you step into your power. Okay, so definitely somebody here could be, again, you're learning the balance of the giving and receiving. You want somebody that supports you, that doesn't try to throw things at you, cover up, do this, do that, show this, show that. They don't, judge you in that sense. They don't try to dominate you. There's now a new song I just heard on like TikTok or something like that. Yeah, something like, so I got a new one. Like, got all dressed up, went on the date and with my boyfriend so-and-so, and he was telling me this and that, and I would never tell him what to wear or what to do and that. So he said for me to change the outfit or lose him. And so I got a new one, and his name is so-and-so, and he supports me, and he's fun, and blah, blah, blah. It's that kind of a vibe there too. So maybe you're experiencing that kind of a situation. I wanted to read this one. Coagulation 38. I'm going to read this and Lilith, and we're calling it, okay? But I feel that these are important. The soul ascension. After enduring a period of intense purges, transformation, inner growth, and spiritual work, this is the phase of alchemy when you begin to truly embody your soul's gold in ancient alchemy. When the coagulation card appears, you are empowered in your purpose and channeling the energy of your sun sign. The sun is in astrology represents the life purpose and alignment in your birth chart. New opportunities, life decisions, and changes in direction are manifesting for you at a faster rate. When you are in this phase, be mindful of perfectionist habits and gently release them, as there is no perfection. Practice presence. Associated with gold and the sun, coagulation is when you are nearing the end of the magnum opus. This is the 6th phase of the alchemical magnum opus, which is accumulation of all the ascension and healing work that you have done thus far. You have found and embodied your higher self, your light, and your true essence in this lifetime. Bam! If I had something to celebrate this right now, I would light like a firework off or congratulations, collective. Damn. Yeah. Okay, and then we have Lilith. When Lilith shows up in a reading, it's time to unleash who you truly are. Where have you allowed others to demonize, suppress, and control you? Stand in your power like the Dark Mother of Creation once did. Lilith was rebellious and untamed, like a wild tree in an ancient occult symbology. The tree is tied to goodness, fertility, and the divine feminine. Unfortunately, her roots were uprooted and she was ousted from paradise. This oracle card invokes her wild and rebellious nature. She, like other empowered women in biblical texts, was painted as a vengeance-seeking demon to instill fear and submission in women. Okay, in history, that's how they used to control women who were like this. In her story in the Talmud, Lilith was the first woman before Eve. God created Adam and Lilith from the dust, as opposed to Eve, who came from Adam's rib. She was painted as a scorned woman who disobeyed her husband. Adam, when he demanded that she submit and lie beneath him during sex, she refused, defied God and Adam, and left the Garden of Eden, never to return. For this act, she was turned into a demon and cursed for eternity. Lilith's biblical story shows the importance of harmonizing and integrating the dark divine masculine and feminine shadows in this world. Neither one, male or female, is better than the other. They have their own purposes, okay? Neither one is better than the other. Both are needed and valid. Her archetype and plight are vessels for collective healing. When we resolve this ancient wound within ourselves individually, we are shifting humanity. After careful study and research, I have coined the term Black Moon Lilith Rising to describe people who have Black Moon Lilith conjunct their ascending or in their first house of self. If this is in your birth chart, you are indeed a walking Lilith archetype in the Black Moon and a Black Moon Lilith rising. Step into your sovereignty. Sovereignty? I don't know why I can't be talking. What's up? It's like retrograde. Show your untamed and wild nature. Be you. Don't dim your light. You don't have to change for others. In order to be accepted. Age, reality. There's something about that. Maybe somebody's feeling, I'm too old for this. I can't do this. This isn't going to work for me. It's like, no, step into who you are. Own it. Okay, that's what I'm getting. This is what I have for you. I hope it helps. I hope it brings you food for thought. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, leave me comments, let me know what you're thinking. Thank you so much for being here. I feel the need to just pop this open. Yeah, because you got a beginning. Look at this. All right. This is your Akashic Records here. It says take the first step and start a new journey. Don't be afraid to fail. There is a future only when there is a beginning. Seize the moment. Be bold and start a wonderful life of your own. Whatever that is that you want. Okay, because you have an opportunity here that's coming to you. Opportunity always comes to those who are prepared. Always be prepared, and when the opportunity comes, be brave enough to grab it, and it will open up new possibilities. All right, so yeah, now I'm done. This is what I have. We'll talk to you later, collective. Bye bye.